Matthew 11. So here's the contingency. Matthew 11:14. And if you receive it, this Elias, which was for to come. It's Elijah. Now, making that statement, there is a great deal of theology that has to be understood. But Elijah was going, according to Malachi 4, 5 and 6, Elijah was going to come before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. The day of the Lord. And so he says there in 11:14, if you will receive it, this is Elijah. Receive what? Well, he just talked about John the Baptist being the forerunner to the Messiah. If John's the forerunner to the Messiah, that necessitates I am the Messiah. So everybody knew that. So if you'll receive John, then John will be the fulfillment of the Elijah prophecy, and the kingdom will be set up. Now, setting up, whenever the Lord sets up his kingdom, the Bible has predicted several things must occur. There has to be the cross. It's been predicted. There has to be the destruction of Jerusalem. Daniel predicted these two things in Daniel 9. There has to be the tribulation time. And so, now tribulation 7 years. But from the time that the Lord offered his kingdom at the very outset, he had about 3 years to the cross. All right, and then however much time after the cross to the destruction of Jerusalem, and there's nothing that says it could not have happened earlier. Let's say it happened within a year. So we've got 3 years, 4 years, 7 years, 7 and 4, that's 11 years. So potentially, the millennium could have been on hand 11, 12, 13 years out from the time the Lord preached this. He's preaching it to his generation, his living generation. Follow that? And so everything he said was legitimate to his generation. Certainly was a possibility. And here, so we have this contingency here. So I've tried to describe this without being disrespectful as the divine option play in football. You know, in football, quarterback takes the ball, he runs around and in. He can either pass off, lateral off, or he can keep the ball. He's about ready to get tackled, he laterals off. If he sees an opening and the back with him maybe going to be blocked out, he sees an opening, he continues the ball. So that's an option play, simple option play. I believe this, without being disrespectful here, I believe this is what we have here. Here to have an option play. You'll receive John, kingdom be set up. If you don't receive John, it won't be set up now, it'll be postponed.
And the reason for that, though, is really that prophecy in Malachi has not been fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
If they accepted John, accepted the Messiah, then it would have been fulfilled.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it's not fulfilled. It's not fulfilled today.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It's going to be fulfilled after the tribulation.
Before the tribulation.
Okay.
Before the great day of the Lord. So
okay.
The day of the Lord is going to be tribulation millennium.
Okay. I got it.
And I believe Christ is going to be the one who fulfills it.
Okay.
He's going to be the Elijah prophecy because and that demands a pre-trib rapture. He's going to come back before the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Okay. I see.
But you're right. As of right now, it hasn't been fulfilled.
Okay.
All right.